Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies, a weekly podcast where Jarrett Reddick and friends get together and talk about a movie that they watched that week. Plus, whatever the hell else is on their minds. Get ready for the best hour and a half you'll have in the next hour and a half. Here they are, Eric, Casey, Sean, Amy, and because he's famous, his name's on the show, Jarrett. Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
Hey guys, welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
Ooh, I like that thing. That maybe you could be like the egg. You could be the Ed to my Andrew McMahon.
And here he is, the man of the hour.
Isn't that what they just did, though?
Yeah.
Because his name is on the show.
Well, I guess you're right. Like he didn't. Like they didn't intro Ed to like. Yeah, he didn't. Okay, I see what's going on now. So we already have that, and he introduced you too. Anyway, hey, I'm Jarrett. This is Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Welcome to this episode of Shallow Hal, which I think honesty is the best thing. I always think being upfront with no matter who you're dealing with, especially from an artist standpoint, and that's what we are here on Jarrett Goes to the Movies. We're fucking artists.
Yeah.
I think it's important to say that we were supposed to do this particular podcast 2 weeks ago.
At least.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, and Casey had lost her voice, and so
Like the little fucking mermaid.
And her virginity.
Wow.
well that
It was a big day.
that was
Probably explains the lost voice.
yeah. Oh man, I don't even know how that works.
It's opposite.
Okay, but anyway, so we had to reschedule this particular podcast, and here we are a couple of weeks later. I remember zero about this movie.
I remember how much it sucks.
Second time I've ever seen this, and I remembered about 3/4 of the way through, I remembered why I didn't like it the first time. This time, I will say that I found it a bit more appealing, and I laughed a little bit more, but I'll get into why I think I'll get into my theory as to why I think I just don't like the concept. I don't think they nailed it.
They didn't.
They just didn't. But I don't want to say that now because we have like a couple hours to fill, you know.
Yeah.
Or I could just say that we get down on the porch, have some drinks, and call it a fucking night.
I think
All right.
I like option B.
I'm super stoked to have Keith back. Keith Reber is, my gosh, I've known you since you were a kid, I guess.
Yeah.
And you played drums and toured with Vanilla Ice, which is such a fucking springboard. So many dudes have had that gig.
All right,
and
stop.
gone on to do crazy shit, right? I mean, Chris Antonopoulos, Seven Antonopoulos, who went on to move to Sweden and play all the black metal.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually back now.
And yes, he is back.
We're besties now.
Clint Barlow, who, you know, also a guy, and then you, who then went on to drum for Salt and Pepper for a long time.
Right.
And then tour manage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
COVID kind of, but we need to have you back on Rockstar Dad because we need to catch up with you on, you know, what's going on with your family and stuff. Because COVID really had to change your outlook on life and everything, right? I mean,
Yeah. Killed it. Just
everybody's.
no music. Nothing.
Yeah. Well, you got to do what you got to do to survive, right?
That's
you know?
right.
But your wife went back to work and y'all just had to figure it out.
Yep.
Yeah. How are the kids?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have a girl that's 4.
4.
Yep. And a boy that's about 1.5.
Terror.
Yeah. And that's his name? It's like, that's the name of the dog and the boys.
That's his age.
What?
That's his age and name. Terror.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, boys are different, man.
They really are.
It's such a crazy thing to try to explain to people that they're loving and they're super loyal.
They are
and
loving.
It's awesome.
But man,
They
suck.
they're just little
I'm glad I
shit.
don't know anything
And
different.
then they become crybabies and shit. Like we were just talking about Jack the other day.
Yeah.
And oh man,
They cry so much more
so much more.
about
About
everything.
anything. And girls, the thing is, that's the reason why people give dads a hard time about being, you know, about being like a, what is it called? Where you favor whatever, favoritism. But you the girl never cries. So when that does happen, you're like, oh shit, something's really wrong.
Yeah, but by that point, they've learned the manipulation tactics of just being like, what do you mean?
100%.
Tear? Okay,
100%.
Daddy.
Yeah,
Daddy. That's it. Too.
What's crazy is when they get to be teenagers, it changes. You know, your son's still going to be your best friend, and your daughter that I thought I made it, and then she turned 15, and all of a sudden, it was just like nothing to do with me. So I guess I'm supposed to wait till she has kids, and then she'll just love me again or some shit. You
My
know?
daughter won't be a teenager.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna,
Oh, I know. Yeah.
yeah, she'll be.
Ominous.
Not gonna
But
happen.
hey, Sean, keep that for later court record.
Stay young forever.
Yeah, when we get
I would
subpoenaed,
never-
we're going to need that.
Well, we're glad you're here, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome back. You've been on the show 2 times before, right? Or 3?
2 times before.
Yeah, awesome. Well, you're welcome anytime.
Thank you.
We are going to talk about the movie Shallow.
for Mondays.
Except for Mondays.
That's the only day I'm coming from.
Yeah,
now
if
on.
I have to do a Monday podcast, I'll do it.
You can have the big chair.
Just don't ask me any
Ooh.
questions throughout the day.
Okay.
I do have to take care of a few things first. In news, Casey has retired. She's retired from doing hair.
This is about the 3rd time I've done it.
It's the 3rd time she's done it.
Third time's a charm.
Yep.
Perfect timing after finishing barber school.
Yeah. I still want to open a barber shop.
and my,
Oh, okay.
my wife just started.
Yeah, then there you
So-
go.
Barber school? Or
No,
cosmetology?
hair.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She was in cosmetology school, right?
Yeah.
She already did it.
But she went back and started doing hair again after like the kids and stuff.
Yes. Once I lost my job,
Well, how is she liking it?
she loves it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they talk a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I would go.
Wait, what?
Yeah, y'all talk all the time.
Just
And then-
about your clients, like.
Well, that's just it. What they bring home is nothing compared to what's going on in that room while she's at work, because they fucking never stop talking.
Like the break room?
everywhere.
Oh, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. Yeah, you leave after a full day and like you don't even turn the radio on in your car. You just like enjoy the silence.
Yeah.
The lady who cut my hair this last week said that she saw Hoobastank in concert in Sherman, Texas this last week.
That did happen.
Oh, there's a new place out there that I've heard a bunch of people
Some
talking about.
free concert
Yeah,
thing
some
with
random.
those guys.
Yeah, that's the same place that Lit played about a year ago, I think, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's a whole deal. Hoobastank really coming to North Texas quite a bit lately. They were also here the night of the Bowling for Soup birthday
Yeah,
show.
that's what I thought.
Oh, were
we
they?
talking about.
A competing show?
No, they did. Which, wait a minute.
No.
I just found a fucking glitch here.
Uh-oh.
There's no way that radius clause worked out because they did Taste of Addison. There's no fucking way they could legally play Sherman.
Right. So
Uh-oh.
You're just calling them out right now.
Oh, yeah, fuck it.
I asked
And the
Chris about
reason
the
is-
Addison show, and he
Yeah.
goes, we played. He goes, we were going to come up. We got way drunk. We ended up at the hotel, and we're like, we're not leaving. And then he was like, come out to the Sherman show. I'm like, I'll be in Vegas. And then he goes, okay, well, we'll be here in August. He goes, come out there. I'm like, okay.
What the fuck? I guess the thing is radius clauses are out the door because people just need to get the shit out of their house now.
They've moved on to circumference.
Circumference, yeah.
Clauses.
Well,
Right.
I was talking to
That's hard to
another promoter in
Circumference.
Texas is selling out most shows because we're open.
Yeah.
And all this a show of a band that would normally never sell out. They're
sure.
selling out, and they're doing crazy in merch.
You want to know the reason that show sold out?
It's
Roadhouse.
All right, guys. Here's the thing. I actually don't have any news. And I don't know that she's retired. I'm just very, very
Every
proud.
time I think I retire, then I like get a message from like a salon that's like, "Hey, what you doing?" And I'm like, "Damn it."
Normally, this is where I tell you our new Patreon supporters, but apparently nobody new likes us. So I don't have anybody to introduce. I will say that this show is 100% made possible by our Patreon supporters. We don't do sponsors. We don't do commercials. We don't do any of those things. We just depend on you, the fans, to let us know that we're doing a great job by pledging as little as $1 a month. $1 a month gets you basically a high five, but $5 and up gets you lots and lots of perks, lots and lots of outtakes, lots of fun. You can contribute to the show for as little as $35 a month. And honestly, you could be on every week if you want to at that level. So we encourage you to go and check that out and sign up and be a part of the winning team. This is a David Dooley and Woody Chambers production. Our $20 and up supporters are producers of the program, and they are Ad Craner, Amanda Livering Cole. Amanda? Oh man, I even said it good.
You did.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Amy. Amy Strongbottom Pittsinger, Andy Smith, Brian Mason, Brian Sullivan, Brian Dunning, Charles Glanville, Chelle Ordway, Chris, the $12 Million Man Cranfill, Chris Jacobs, Colton Swartz, Corey Reed, Daniel Cotton, David Dooley, David Kintrick, David, the original Murray, Dennis Hopp, not Dennis Hopper. I believe they're related though. Derek Smith, Diane Small, Dom, Sheffenberg, Petretta, Ernie, the Soul Man, McCracken, Gage Strickland, Gregory Cordone, Greg Lee, Greg, the Hammer Stevens, A Hangover You Don't Deserve podcast, James Reidinger, Jared Spear, Jason Ellsworth, Jason Palladino, Jeff Millman, who did not show up tonight to a very, very competitive 5 questions.
He hates us.
Could have come in and saved his brother from a coin toss loss and just didn't fucking show up. What was his name?
Jeff.
Where am I? Oh, got
Millman.
it. Jeff Yeager, fucking Joe Barlow, Rat Pack Joey Bishop, John Gickler, Joseph Richards, Josh Hamlin, Josh Millman, Kate Etro, Katie Gardner, Kim Murphy, Kirsty Fisher. Lindsay, the original sponsor Sponsel, Lisa Wenzel, Lucy Murray, Mandy Pretty, Michael McClary, Michael Price, Mike Breton, Mike Leblanovitz, Nick Brignoni, Rodon James. Oh, happy birthday, Rodon James, Ray Elliott, Rich Osborne, Robert Dirty Muffins O'Doyen, Ryan Clydesdale, Sean Blackstone, Sean Barger, Steve May, Steve Rhodes, Tom, Chad, Michael
Montgomery.
I forgot about this. Tom, Chad, Michael Murray, Trey Wren, Vinny Cataldo, Wendy Matta, Woody Chambers, Zodiac Zach, Fee Hurst. What happened to Tim Trafton from Maine?
Oh, no.
No.
Tim, as of like last week, bailed.
He had to bail. Okay. Well,
You
you
were
know what?
talking shit about Maine.
No,
in
here's
that
the thing.
episode.
We were super happy to have Tim. Thank you very much for being a sponsor. As long as I'm going to miss saying his name is the thing, and I'm going to miss his wonderful internet that he got just to participate in this particular show.
Bought his own satellite.
Yeah, I don't know. Gosh, I'm going to miss that guy. Anyway, give it up for our amazing producers, everybody. All right, we're going to talk about Shallow Hal. Now, Shallow Hal is a PG-13 movie. This movie was made in 2001. And this is one of those things where you start to put it in perspective, right? Like, and we do this a lot. Rich used to call it the triangle. I don't really know how that works, but to me, it's always bizarre to put things in the perspective of what it was like for me as a teenager, remembering a certain movie that I thought was old. Okay, so let's look at it like Staying Alive, right? What is that? 1979, I believe. So Staying Alive to me, you know, in the 90s would have been like an old movie, right? But Shallow Hal now is 21 years fucking old.
Yeah.
And it does not feel like it's a 21-year-old movie.
I agree. And you know what? It came out in November, which got Derek and I thinking, I wonder if it was the first movie released after September 11th.
Ooh.
And I think there was one before this one, but it was very close.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Good thinking, by
Because
you.
this is what the world needed.
What do you?
Yeah.
You have jet sounds over there or something you're looking for on your iPad?
Oh, wow. What a fantastic joke. No, if you must know, I had to delete a certain bit.
Oh yeah.
And it's thrown every fucking thing off by one, and I can't ever find anything
You
that
could have just put a red X in front of it or
There's
something.
not a
labeled it
fucking way to do
differently.
that anyway.
Sean.
Jared's opening a bill.
Ow.
Little
Shit.
delayed.
Cut myself.
You're usually
I
good
did
at
that at the beach. I cut myself and I had the mark of the Miller
Were you-
that was like right here.
Were you
and
drinking
right
these
here.
things or those?
Yeah.
Why weren't you drinking your summer beer? That's what happened.
Well, I was drinking those too. She wants to feel your balls and put her fingers up your butt.
Okay, that was not me, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
What would that have to do with anything?
Yeah, everybody's not getting iPads, Sean. God damn it. This is a romance rom-com.
No, it's not.
Hour and 54 minutes. I'm going to agree
Wow.
with both of these scores. I'm going to agree with both of these. 5.9 out of 10 on IMDb. 49% on Rotten Tomatoes. Totally fucking get it.
I guess I could see half the people being total idiots who think this movie's better than it's not.
Back to this movie. 5.9 IMDb, 49 Rotten Tomatoes. I agree with that. Budget $40 million. It made $60 million, which today would be $141 million.
$40 million seems high.
You are really
Right?
Inflation. What?
no.
Okay.
Let's
What'd
just
I
take that
say?
again.
Okay, budget was $40 million.
Which is today.
$141 million.
No.
No, box office was 141 million.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't have this information in front of me, but I'm like, wait.
I was
Carry
wondering
the
why that seemed
two-
so high. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing there. It's for some reason it switched to a pie graph.
You got
I
to read
don't-
all the way across.
I don't know.
And then you go down to the next line
Fucking
and you start there.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what the fuck just happened to me.
Brain
toots something. I brain toots. Brain tootaloo. You know, just fucking see you later, dude.
But it was nice.
Oh my god, that was fucking terrible. What terrible podcasting I just did.
Professionals.
40 million, which today would be 60 million.
141.
This makes so much more sense.
And then he was like, 60 million.
Which made 141 million. It profited over $100 million, which today would be 141 would be 213. It wouldn't have anyway. Fuck shit. Anyway, it made a lot of money. And you know, I think at the time Jack Black was hot doing his thing, obviously getting into starting to kind of get into where he could play a more serious role, even if he is sort of being silly, yada, yada, yada. Gwyneth Paltrow doing more of a fun kind of thing. And then there's this Jason Alexander, big fucking character actor to play, you know, the sidekick mean guy. Amazing fucking cast here. You know?
And former New York Mets pitcher Ron Darling makes
right.
an appearance in this one.
I don't know what.
So I don't know how they got all four of those guys together, but they sure did.
Who is J.G. Stevens in the chat? Who is that? Greg Stevens in the chat just put, Once Bitten is great. My mom actually took me to that movie. It's the first like big movie for Jim Carrey. And when he talks about it, he was actually living in his car and homeless and got that role or whatever. And it's a pretty fucking good movie. It's not that bad.
My.
Yeah, not that bad. Anyway, I do agree. I still like My Best Friend as a Vampire. Okay, now you lost me. All right, here's the thing. Eric, had you seen this movie before?
Yes, I had.
Okay, so there's no reason to go into the pre-synopsis. Let's just hear what this movie was about.
Over to
Eric.
for his synopsis.
A shallow man falls in love with a 300-pound woman because of her inner beauty. Is what they would like you to think.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Is that really what it fucking says?
That's exactly what it says.
That is the most far off, stupid, fucking goddamn synopsis I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. And it pissed me off,
You know
frankly.
what that is? That's the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Wait,
You know?
where did that come from?
Internet movie database.org.
Got it.
So maybe it wasn't the right one.
Oh, you're on the wrong one. Here we go.
I'm on the nonprofit. Yeah, that was total shit. I could
Wow.
have written it better myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to.
Man, that was pretty bad. Hopefully, when somebody does start to rank these, and I know we're going to find somebody that will do it, we need somebody to tell us when we have really bad ones, too.
We need the top 10 and the bottom 5.
Yeah,
for sure.
or just put, like, you know, let's make a scale.
Oh, jeez.
What can we call it?
Let's.
That was good.
Okay. All right. As we get into this movie, I do want to point out that I was a little. I remember not liking this. I saw this in the theater. I think again, it's I get right after 9/11 or whatever. It's probably a weird time or whatever. But I remember not liking it, and it took me 3/4 of the way through the movie this time to really put it into my mind as to what the fuck is wrong with this movie.
Yeah.
when I put it out there, I'm going to see if you guys agree, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait a couple of clips before I say it's going to be a little tough. And I will say that Amy has an advantage because I couldn't fucking help it. And I already talked to her about it in the swimming pool.
And I'm going to wait until you drop your knowledge to see if your knowledge aligns with what I think about this.
Okay.
It makes me sad, though, that we don't do the cast list anymore because I was trying to remember where I remembered Brooke Burns from. Do you guys know who Brooke Burns is?
Hey, let's do this.
Oh.
And I'm not kidding. I know we usually do this off air. Why don't you or Amy take that as some of your research? All you do is go to IMDb, you copy down the list, you take the ones that are famous, and you tell us who was in the movie.
Okay.
Is that cool? We can figure it out later.
That sounds
I'm right
good for
there
Amy.
Right now.
Okay, Amy's going to be doing that from now on.
So there was nothing noteworthy that I could remember, but then I came across the fact that she was in the movie Titanic 2.
Wait, who is this?
Use?
Thank you.
I was just
He's just showing me that on his computer.
Which I watched the whole movie.
What the
Wait,
fuck is it?
What, Titanic 2?
Titanic 2, I
It's
watched
set
it.
100 years after the original Titanic. And Keith, what else happens in Titanic 2 on ice?
So they build another ship, and only the rich get to go on it. And it sinks again.
Oh no! Spoiler alert! You got to let.
But it's
people know.
100 years later. Don't the fucking the Coast Guard just go out and get them?
Nope.
Can't they just go through like the fucking Bahamas and not fucking
It's
hit more
unreal.
icebergs?
They take the same trek. Of the
On
original-
purpose?
On purpose. That's they're doing. Yeah.
We'll show those icebergs who's
They really
boss.
have done that. They really have said like they're
Yes,
building a replica.
They're building
Yes.
it now.
and you
For
can
sure.
go on the exact route.
I would
Yes.
do it.
I have
too.
heard this about that movie,
Me
though,
too.
and the band did
got
play
that.
on, and it was
There's no
Metallica.
more icebergs.
And they were just
on
playing the
that
song
path.
one over and over.
Never in a million years. I would never.
But
silly.
It's a bad juju on that path.
Jarrett, I'm gonna send you.
Nothing else matters. They're just, and nothing else matters.
Taking my sight. Taking my feet.
It's bad.
You've seen this. You really have
I
seen
watched
this.
the whole thing, and I'm gonna.
Why?
I'm gonna text you. Well,
I am intrigued.
I was on tour, and I was in my bunk. So
Understood.
Okay, but do you know who this girl is?
Y'all
that you
don't
would
have
recognize?
70s porn and The Price is Right in your bunks? What the
I
fuck?
already
is-
got off, so
Okay.
I was ready for something serious.
Titanic 2.
Post nut clarity.
Yeah.
This girl's on that game show, The Chase.
Oh,
She's the blonde one that looks exactly like that lady.
wait a minute. Who are we talking about that's in this movie?
Brooke Burns,
Burns.
is the first of the not attractive
The
women.
girl that he got in the cab with.
Yes,
born
the
born
Jack
in
Black
Dallas.
Okay.
starts.
Oh, that's who that
thing.
is? She's the girl that's on The Chase?
Yeah.
That girl's like 6 foot tall, right?
What does that have?
Yeah,
to do
what
with
is that? Yeah,
fucking
what is the-
anything?
So the girl
She's
that,
5'8".
Wait,
if
the
you
girl
need
that
to
was
know.
on The Chase is the girl that runs into him. She did look familiar.
The one that like the model-y version that he sees, not the other version.
No, she's both versions.
Oh yeah, they just
Yeah, they make her up. Okay. And she was in a movie called Titanic 2.
set
Titanic
100
2.
And
years
thank
after
God
the
the Chase
original.
worked.
Can we watch this immediately after? the
So
show?
I wondered, should we set aside a month of next year or this year to watch like Titanic 2 and Karate Kid 8 and like some of those really
I will put one
really
thing out there.
bad ones?
And this is the goddamn, and I'm not joking. We are not fucking watching Arthur 2.
Okay.
It wasn't
You mean
really
that's a
Arthur
remake?
2. It was
Fuck
just
that
Arthur.
movie.
It's
Fuck
not
that movie.
It's not the 2. It's a remake.
It's not as good as the first one, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's right.
You want to
buddy.
watch like
That's right, buddy.
Sharknado 4?
Oh, well,
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
actually, no.
Yeah.
I think there actually was an Arthur 2, and I never saw it. I think it was dog
But
shit.
Casey's picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah, I
it's
get it.
like once it
Sequels,
started
not
going,
remakes.
Yeah, sequels
Shitty,
that got
shitty
real.
Right, like Police Academy 8.
Yes, the real bad ones. None of the
And,
original cast.
yeah.
Land Before Time 15.
How does that one end?
The Martian 12.
We already know what happened to that guy.
Hey, Brooke Burns is also mine and Sean's birthday twin. So
Ooh, that's fun.
Oh,
What was the Rotten Tomatoes score on Shallow Hal?
49.
Okay.
And you know how that works, right?
I was checking Titanic 2.
What is it?
15.
Okay, okay. What was Dude, Where's My Car?
17.
17.
17. So,
Wow.
have we had anything lower than that?
Yeah, I think that
Beetlejuice.
No, it wasn't. Was
No.
not. Was the Weird
UHF?
Al one was less? Yeah, UHF was like 15. I thought.
Yeah.
So that tied
Nailed it.
Titanic
Fucking
2.
weird. Yeah, but what's weird is that Weird Al or
No, that one. Never mind. That has 61% on Rotten Tomatoes.
UHF is like a huge cult thing.
Yeah, that one's
People fucking love that
61%.
movie.
So it's Titanic.
All right, guys, we got to dive into the movie. We can talk about some more of this as we go. I am surprised about that, though. I really did think that I recognized that girl, and I don't know. That one bugged me a bunch because there was really nothing wrong with her in the first place. You know, I mean, I realized they tried to make her quote unquote ugly, but I don't know. Fuck, goddamn this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Okay, Sean, let's fucking dive in to the movie Shallow Hal.
Jill dumped me last night.
Dumped you? Don't you have to be going out to get dumped?
What does that mean?
Well, I just thought it was more of a... Anyway, I don't understand why you care so much. Jill wasn't right for you, and you know it.
How can you say that? She was perfect.
When are you going to get it? They're just well-formed molecules. And by the way, her tits weren't even real.
Well, I could squeeze them. That's real enough for me.
Hal, I don't understand how a guy who's as nice and loyal and generous as you could have such a huge flaw.
What are you talking about?
It never occurred to you that picking girls solely on their looks may not be the best way to go about it?
What? Am I supposed to apologize for having high standards?
High standards? In the 5 years I've known you, every woman, I should say girl, you've gone after has been completely out of your league.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, she doesn't mean anything by it. She's just saying you're not that good looking.
Oh, I thought she was implying something really mean.
No.
You know, this is cleaned up Jack Black. You know, he'd lost a few pounds.
He looks like a baby.
Because you didn't really see him, you know, again, he would always have facial hair. When he didn't, he was chubby.
He had to lose
Sorry,
20
guys.
pounds for this film, according to
Is that true?
sources. Yeah.
Yeah, which actually,
Irony.
you know, exactly, right? So, sorry, guys, I got a little choked up. Let me drink
It's
this
okay.
beer.
I mean, that was a pretty emotional scene. They weren't super nice to
She
Hal.
was being mean.
Yeah.
What, boobs? Yeah, you can
Is
squeeze
that
them.
we were at, boobs?
Yeah. Hey,
real enough for me.
where'd y'all leave me at, boobs?
Hey, Luke,
I just heard boobs.
just put those boobs
Put
out.
those boobs out on a limb.
Was this not his first like leading role?
It is
Yeah,
his
I
first
would think
leading
so.
role.
Yeah. Again, big time for this guy. Hold on.
It said he had been in 20 movies before this in other roles, but I didn't take the time to look at what
He's
There's-
been
was
random
before
stuff
this.
like High Fidelity.
Cable Guy.
Yeah,
Cable Guy.
Cable Guy.
tons of like just because
Biodome.
again, dude, he was
Biodome.
you know, he
Bong
was
water.
Bong water? So
Yeah.
he was on Mr. Show, you know, obviously doing the Tenacious D stuff and then got his own thing. So he knew all those guys and they were all putting him in movies and shit. Let's just talk quickly about the opening scene, and it took me a minute to put it all back together.
Yeah,
but
which
as
was-
as you guys remember,
Yeah.
his dad is dying, and they basically come out and they're just like, "Hey, you know." Which, by the way, shout out to the great Molly Shannon who plays his mom, I believe. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know, one of the greats, one of the great Saturday Night Live characters, never broke, just so fucking great, comedic actress. Sorry, guys, I'm still trying to get that out of my throat.
It's all right, bud.
But anyway, they because it really does feel like I'm crying right now, and I'm not.
No,
I'm
but-
not emotional. But the guy does die.
I mean, that's sad. I mean, it's a biological certainty, and we should probably get used to
Right.
the idea that everyone we know and love is going to die at
It's
some
almost
point.
like you're saying getting old sucks, and everybody's doing it.
Yeah. No, I was saying, where's the love?
Streaming now on Spotify.
That's right, both of them. Hey, so anyway, you know, she's just like, I'll send little Hal in, and the guy's just like, yeah, I
I
don't know.
wouldn't do that.
Yeah, he's not exactly himself or whatever. He goes, your son's here, send her in. And you know, I mean, at this point, you sort of know, okay, here's the volley of the plot. We're gonna fucking hit it right over there, let him slam it down. Basically, make this guy a shithead by saying what? What were the few things that he had to tell him?
He's
Never settle for average, right? Don't be satisfied with routine poo-tang. And find yourself a classic beauty with a perfect can.
yeah, not like your mom.
And good toddies.
Hot toddies.
That will put you in good standing with the Lord. Hot young tale is what it's all about. Great. a fucking hilarious scene, and I, I was in it, and I like the dynamic. I think it's fun that they put Kyle in the first like real scene with Jack Black in there because it just felt comfortable and warm, right? And that lady's really funny too. She's in a bunch of shit.
I didn't recognize her from anything.
Either.
I recognize Kyle though. He was in this band Tenacious D that I like. I don't remember the other guy.
Kyle. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'd seldom do that. I normally stick to branches just because I weigh a bunch. But as a bigger guy, I'm jealous of the way Jack Black can dance.
He's
and
good.
I bet even skinny dudes are jealous of it because the shit that he can do with his body is crazy.
I think you could do it if you just didn't care what other people thought of it.
Anyway, it doesn't turn into a porno. Instead, he gets hypnotized, and
you might as well.
And he's going to now stop seeing women for their outer beauty and seeing them for their inner beauty.
Right.
Except
An eye for these things.
every woman he meets after that, he sees them physically beautiful. So he's no different than he was before. It just appears to him the exact same. Because he's still going after what he sees as supermodel hot women. He sees them as hot women.
Yeah, but
he
the lesson gets learned. It's because he's seeing the inner beauty.
Right.
But he's still seeing.
He's retraining his childhood trauma,
He's seeing Gwyneth Paltrow, not 300-pound Rosemary. What he is seeing doesn't change. He was seeing hot women
But
before,
he doesn't know that.
and now he's seeing. Right. So it's no different. That's what I mean.
But
he
it is
doesn't know
different
that.
because it's the first time he's being able to like get to know somebody based off of their insides at all.
He's very happy to get to know them because he already sees them as pretty.
I know, but the whole point of the movie is that he falls in love with their
beauty
personality.
is supposed to be on the
if
inside.
he wouldn't have given 300-pound Rosemary a chance to get to know her, he was perfectly willing to give his neighbor a chance to get to know him as a person. But that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
they failed.
I'm going to disagree with you here, and here's why. Because the part of the whole thing is the reveal, right? Like it's that he sees them for their inner beauty. Their inner beauty, she is, and I see what you're saying now. Okay, now it just makes sense because she's not attractive because Gwyneth Paltrow in real life is fucking beautiful. It doesn't mean that 300-pound her is ugly. I see exactly what you're saying, and it is a slippery slope. The point is that what he thinks is beautiful is how he sees people who are beautiful on the inside. So this is all him. Again. Let's talk about what Jack Black thinks when he sees a girl. If that person is great on the inside, that's how he sees them as attractive to him on the inside.
No, on the outside. That's the thing.
On the outside. On the outside.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's no different because he always was attracted to beautiful women on the outside.
But I think
he would have been very happy to get to know any beautiful woman physically that would have had him. He would have been very happy to go down that route.
But I think it was a retraining of the brain. Okay, the point is, this is obviously a silly, ridiculous movie.
No.
But
I see. Go ahead, baby.
But the thing is that even towards the end, he even still thinks he's too shallow to see what she really looks like. So, like, I feel like if that part wasn't in there, maybe that would make sense. But he's like, I don't want to see what she looks like. I'm not going to fucking like her anymore. Like, he even thought that, and then he did because he liked her personality.
You finally get there. I just think it's an ambitious idea. I mean, first of all, you've got to navigate all of this.
It was 9/11.
This idea that,
okay, there's a lot going on.
Fat women can't be beautiful, or that, people with skin problems or, they're not pretty, and you've got to navigate that in some way, and that's difficult to do. But you're setting up this premise that it would have to be a perfectly executed film to pull it off, and I just think they didn't.
But do you think it helped, though, that at the end, that one nurse that he saw as so ugly
and gross
was actually supposed to be a pretty girl with a terrible attitude and she was just a horrible person? Yeah. Did that make it any better?
A little bit, but I think
because I agree with
there's too
Casey,
much
like that's the whole point of and that's why it's hard to understand.
Yeah, no. Again, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, what you're saying is the whole plot of the movie.
I don't feel like what you're saying. No. But I feel like what you're. That's not my. We don't agree on what my problem with is, and so I'll just lay it out there. This is just a fat shaming movie, really. I mean,
For sure.
to be honest, it's that, like, to me, it would have been better to not make her fat, to make her nose huge, or, you know, something that, you know, unfortunately, she's, again, look at the little girl. She's a fucking burn victim. You know what I mean? Where, like, and again, not that this is a slippery slope, right? I have to be careful what I say here. It's 2021. The point is that putting weight on somebody to make them ugly.
Yeah.
And
But
here's
to
the
make
thing,
them less-
as someone who has fought my weight my entire life, literally, and I remember, and in what was this, 2001 when this came out, I was actually really thin, but I fucking thought about it all day, every day, and I was miserable, and I was hungry, and I was sad, and I was.
Did you know that Gwyneth Paltrow said that she regrets doing this movie?
I would
think that.
imagine
I
she
would
does.
think that.
She's
I think
actually
about that in the fucking fat suit and the stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, that's ridiculous. I almost would have rather her been two different people than Gwyneth Paltrow in a
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
fat
No,
suit.
she said it was awful, and she hates that she did it.
Yeah, I get that, but I
Yeah.
do think the weight thing. The point is that it's a comedy, and a lot has changed since
Yeah.
this movie came out.
Sure.
A lot in our mentalities, a lot in fucking PC culture. I was 11 when this movie came out. All I remember is the fucking puppy dog tail and losing my shit. Okay, like I remember thinking this movie was the funniest thing in the world, and I've thought about second bigger toes for my whole entire life. I was a little kid, but I think some of the fucking visuals with the fucking canoe going up and the thing, I think that you had to have that, and having a big nose didn't fucking provide that.
Yeah.
Her
Oh, that's
getting
true.
naked and throwing the underwear and it being this big is like, him being like, what the fucking Houdini?
Yeah.
Like, shit are you doing? Like, I think that is the purpose, because it is so campy and dumb.
The weight thing, so just to put this out there as far as like the making of the motion picture, the weight thing, you know, this movie would have been an hour long without it, because you couldn't have had her ordering fucking 6 chili dogs or getting nachos or the as you said, the canoe gag, or, you know, I don't know that they really needed to make her break 2 chairs. I know that that's a fucking sensitive thing. I've seen that happen. Luckily, it hasn't happened to me yet. I'm sure it's coming. It's happened to a very close person in my life in front of me, and I fucking hated every single minute of it and how it was reacted to and shit. I get why it's funny in this movie-ish, but again, it's fucking weird. And maybe it's because it's 20 years old, but it's weird to just call fat ugly.
And why was it so selective? Why does he see some people as some different version of themselves?
Oh, I know.
But like his buddy Jason
know.
Because it
Alexander.
was everybody he meets.
Yeah.
Everybody he meets.
So
After
from
the
that point on.
hypnotism.
These two explain it to me
Okay.
in a swimming pool.
Nope, that was Casey, because I
Okay,
had the
Casey
same question.
figured it out. So, that's right. We were
Everybody else he
shitting
had
on
already
it, and
met.
was the boss.
So
okay, the boss you already met. Okay.
anybody that you
meet from this point on.
So anybody that you've already met looks the same. So that's the reason why, and that's the thing, right? Is that, and that's what Amy and I were talking about. Is Jill? We were like, well, why did she stay hot? And she's not a bad person. She.
Yeah.
I don't feel like she was dishonest.
But
I
you
mean,
wonder if she'd be warped a little. Like,
yeah, like why didn't she look different and she stayed hot? And, you know, I mean, that was her. But yeah, it was new people that came into his life.
That makes sense.
That'd be a tough movie to make, though, right? Because here's the thing: are you know, as far as like it's Rotten Tomatoes, right? Are you more attractive or less attracted? Excuse me, more attracted to this person or less attracted to this person? I would say, and I swear to God, I'm not going for brownie points. I find more people attractive than I do unattractive. It's easy to me to find something that I like in people. I've always been like that.
That's a good point.
I really have. I to me, like, in spending time with someone fucking helps, right? It's like I said earlier, like, you can have a conversation with someone that you don't find attractive and fucking play a video game or something, and you're like, Jesus Christ, this is the fucking coolest chick or the hottest dude I've ever fucking banged. You know?
Yeah. I
Or
guess that makes
dated.
sense.
Sorry, dated.
Sure,
Sorry,
yeah,
dated.
hung out with.
Yeah, hung out with.
Well, which
like,
is it?
I didn't want to get into all that this early. I'm glad we did, because I'm glad that you're passionate about it. I am too. Look, at the end of the day, it's a comedy. They're trying to be funny.
And you kind of have to go back to 2001.
And you-
20
20
years. Have
Yeah,
to.
20 years ago.
That's a
I
long
mean, this was
time.
You know, and here's the thing, too. Like, you know, I have trouble with the dad. saying like, "Hey, I know she's not ever gonna meet
That is
anybody."
what I was gonna say. I figured it was
this
gonna come up later, but that was my thing. Like, I don't think that the chair breaking maybe twice was too far. This thing was too far. I do think it's ridiculous that a dad wouldn't think that his daughter, who's like this humanitarian, awesome person,
You think your daughter's the most beautiful person in the world?
And not like she couldn't pull she couldn't pull Jack Black.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
That works at his company. I feel like that'd be pretty fucking solid.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, we'll keep going here. As far as the recognizability of people, the two hot dudes walk up in the bar, and is that a clip? God damn it. We'll wait for that.
I love that joke.
All right, let's get back to the sharing a taxi. We talked about this girl. She's on that show, The Chase, which is a great fucking game show.
And Titanic 2.
And Titanic 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
It sank.
She's from Boston.
Oh, Beantown.
Yeah. Music of Fruit. More you eat them. Yeah.
The more you sink down to a fucking
My kids are
frigid,
finally to the age where
deep
I
ocean.
Can do that kind of shit.
No, yeah, I do. And then they go, oh, no.
Already?
Right.
Eller is sick of my shit.
Are you serious?
Oh, man. What do I say? Oh,
my God. That
he'll
would
say,
be
hey,
heartbreaking.
has anybody seen the Nintendo Switch? And I go, I know where you can look. And the answer is up your butt. But he just goes,
Yeah, that's a fucking
but he
staple
goes,
in this household.
I say, I know where you
Yeah.
can look. And he goes, don't say it.
That's so
And that's
sad.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe it's your
man.
delivery.
I feel like my delivery's
A lot of people
Awesome.
feel like their
Yeah.
delivery is awesome.
Now, when he was younger, did he actually check his butt to see if it was in there? Or?
no, you know he's too smart for that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I would
That's
know if I
just
put it in my butt. He's just like his dad.
He's right, though. That is a fucking easy one. All right, now, Keith, it's getting weird because it's 10:02 and we're only on clip one. Let me burn through just talking about the dude that walks on all fours. Just like, man, I just get sick of him sometimes.
He's just playing the hand he was dealt.
I sold my company to Microsoft.
Just walking on the
If I
he was
let me just say this: if I had an ass, I'd wipe it with 20s. Now,
Walt.
this is where the conversation on our pool day happened. I'm like, why didn't he? Because he's obviously a wonderful person. Shouldn't he have looked like fucking, not
Sylvester
to show?
Stallone.
I was going to say
Ryan
Burt
Reynolds.
I was going there too. I was going back to the fucking 70s. Like a dude that was hot like 25 years
Tom
before that
Selleck?
shit. Yeah.
Tom Selleck, yeah.
Ooh.
So
Now we're
fucking
talking.
good. Yeah. Anyway, but that's the thing is nobody changes if he already knew them or whatever. But
Makes sense.
here, look, let's just go to the fucking next clip.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, ladies, I gotta steal your dance partner here. What are you doing? I am rescuing you. From what? From what? From a pack of stampeding buffalo. That's from what? Come join us. I'm going after the redhead. You can have your pick of the other two.
So obviously it becomes clear here what you're trying to say, Eric, in that you're just saying you're basically saying that those three girls were ugly no matter what their personalities are because that's the way he sees them, and the other girls are pretty because of what they look like, yada yada. I totally get it. But again, I think the only thing that I could say to convince you of, and again, I don't think this movie is right, is that it has to be from his perspective of what he thinks is attractive.
He looks over at them and they're three physically beautiful
It's the whole
women.
point of the movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. That they're three women that, I got it.
He said the most beautiful women in the world will all of a sudden be accessible to you because they'll be beautiful to you.
They're three women that are as pretty to him on the outside as they actually are on the inside.
I am not stupid and understand.
Oh my God.
Did you just mansplain the movie to him?
What I'm saying is the execution of this is as ham-fisted as it could possibly be.
Ouch.
It's just it's terrible. It doesn't make any sense.
Is there any point of this movie that, and actually, let's just get to it. Did you hate it the whole way through? And if so, did it take away from the things that actually are funny in the movie just because you're like, okay, this movie is just fucking mean?
No, because there were times where I thought things were funny, and I admittedly enjoy some movies that are really bad that I just think are funny. I think the problem that I have with this one and movies in general like it are if your thing is you want to tell this kind of morality play type story and there's this big picture that you're trying to nail, if you're making this serious movie but you want it to be funny, then it better be both. You better get it right.
Right.
Because I can watch Dude, Where's My Car? That's my go-to, example
Silly
of a
movie.
shitty movie that I like. But they knew they were making a shitty movie. Like, that's fine. They weren't. There couldn't have been a single person who wrote, directed, produced, acted in.
It's called Dude, Where's My Car?
Right.
Yeah.
And they knew what they were doing. They were making a stupid movie that was funny. And
I definitely never thought of this movie as being like a serious movie that is funny.
Yeah.
I definitely
They
thought
knew
this
what they were
was
doing.
a fucking stupid movie
They
that was
wanted to
supposed to have
tell
like a little bit of a
people.
serious, like a little bit of a message at the end.
I
That's
think
pretty
it's
much it.
easy to see what they're trying to do. And I think that,
I think it was smarter of them to use Jason Alexander as the friend.
Yeah.
Because if they had used a fucking Gosling or some shit, it would have been awful and horrible.
Yeah,
But
Pierce Brosnan.
But they picked a fucking 5'5" fucking. They picked a fucking 5'5" bald man to be criticizing all of these fucking supermodels.
George
and stuff
Hamilton.
Like that.
Yes, I see.
I mean,
Yeah, you got fucking it's ridiculous.
Man.
And I think that was smart of them.
Going into this, I was with Jarrett, but now I'm with him.
switching teams.
Yeah.
That happens sometimes.
I get it. No,
Like
no, that's,
you've proven.
you'll switch back.
you have.
I still don't think I understand completely what Eric
I-
is saying.
What
I
he's
don't know.
saying.
I don't either. But
It's
I'm with him.
Let's
yeah, but
let's,
when you
maybe
say
it's
it with
the-
enough authority.
let's
Yeah.
try
Making a
and,
meme the whole world.
Maybe it's
let's
the Sauvignon
try and
Blanc.
do this.
Yeah, that
let's,
helps.
let's try to get through the movie and you know what? And we can make our final arguments or whatever. I don't disagree with what you're saying. I think for me, I take what you're saying and throw it a lifeboat, and then they fucking sink the goddamn lifeboat. That's what I think.
I agree.
So I'm saying that, like, I almost sort of give them. Oh, Jesus Christ, guys!
What?
You know what this is?
Oh.
Sorry. This will be great on the.
Is it benefit of the doubt guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be great on
You
the
know, just-
on the podcast.
It's benefit of the doubt guy.
That was really good.
Guys, that was awesome.
And really enthusiastic.
That was so fucking. Is it not on here anymore?
I nailed that harmony.
God
It was
damn
good.
Eric.
I wondered where that was coming from.
That was me.
I knew it
Yeah.
wasn't Sean.
It definitely was. I know. I actually was like, there's no way we sound that great together.
He came
I
in
think
right.
I was the only one in there born with a pussy.
Can you harmonize that?
I think I was the only one in there born with a pussy.
So that's the thing, right? You have to
Perked
give,
up.
as Casey says, you have to at least give it the point of trying to make the movie.
Yeah.
So I think I took it as, okay, I'm going to agree with that. I'm going to let them have that. That the people that he sees in his eyes are pretty or ugly, and we're supposed to see them as ugly. And then, and they're acting a fool, of course, whenever he looks at the girls that are, quote, unquote, ugly. They're hee hee, ha ha, blee blue, blee blue. And then he looks at the at the fucking hot girls.
They're also robots.
And they're dancing seductively, and because they come there to dance erotically at the club, right? So, that
No.
oh,
They're
that's-
the main hosts of this show, Amy. Isn't that fucking crazy?
what?
Yeah.
They're just explaining this all so well.
No. Hold on. What the fuck did I just say that
Yeah.
was wrong? I thought
No,
I
you
was...
just said beep boop, doo doo, bleep bleep, bleep.
I
Okay.
was just learning to love.
Jesus fucking Christ. All right. So, and Anyway, I've got a bunch of shit here that I wrote down that I don't even know what the hell it is because it's been a week and a half since I watched the movie. We do find out she's in the Peace Corps. That is obviously something that becomes important. It's something that, she's basically, because that's what fucking rich kids do.
Yeah, you can afford to go to Papua New Guinea and
to find
build
a
huts.
fucking purpose in their life, to fucking explain away why they didn't play in the foosball table 3 times the entire time they had it as a child.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's it.
Are you projecting on our children?
No. What? No, that
They've never
foosball
played that
table is
fucking
mine. That's mine. Yeah, and I play it every time your best friend comes over this house.
Who wins usually?
I think that's obvious.
It's a tie.
Gabe?
It is not.
I don't fucking know. I never come up
I'm
here.
the
Y'all
guy.
are on your own.
Fucking great.
Oh, you're a spinner, I bet. You spin them.
No, I am. I'm like, yeah.
do
I'm
not.
a
Then I
button
will-
masher. You want to play Mortal
I
Kombat?
will just
I'll
walk
fucking
away
smash that
from a
thing.
foosball table when people get on there and like, yeah, let's play. And they
Yeah,
start
they-
spinning those things.
yeah.
No spinning.
We're not playing that way.
spinner.
Yeah.
Got it.
Here's what I do.
No, not like 5-2.
I finesse down the field.
I'm on a
and
different
score on
website.
them at will. That's what I do. When somebody spins.
Ew. I didn't like it all together.
Yeah.
Now, actually, I don't want to step on y'all, so fuck it.
Dueling trivia. Dueling trivia.
I thought you were going to make a toe joke. I want to step on.
Your big
I
toe.
want to step on your longer toes.
I got a lot to keep up with over here.
Okay.
All right, so here's where we're at. Eric, you guys are... Actually, Amy went up 1.
Yeah. Amy went up 1 a couple weeks ago, and she's maintained that because we both missed, and then we both got it right. So
Yep.
20-19.
20-19,
Amy is up.
and it's Amy's turn to go first.
It
Oh,
is, yeah.
no.
Yeah.
It is.
All right, now...
I mean,
Amy will now ask Eric a trivia question. I would say don't be a pussy and fucking get him.
Yeah, come at me.
I'll ask you a hard question, but it's because it's funny.
Okay.
When they're in the apartment, they're talking. Hal and Mauricio were talking. Mauricio goes to the bathroom. He's like, "Hey, you gotta come in and look at this turd." What does he say his turd looks like?
I don't remember. The Eiffel Tower.
Klinger from MASH.
Oh yeah, I would have never got that right. No.
So good. So good. Also in my notes to talk about. I'm glad we're doing this right
Okay.
now. Yeah.
All right, so let me mark you down for your point because you did.
Point me.
Oh wait, no, you didn't get it right. I got to mark mine wrong.
Oh,
is
okay.
What has to happen?
Right.
Make sure I'm in the right area. Okay.
Jared's opening a bill.
I only had a couple notes, so thanks, Jarrett. So Mauricio corrects Hal when they're talking about how much money he makes a year. How much does Mauricio say that he makes per year?
Also
And
wrote this down.
they're like, yeah, you make a bunch of money.
29,500.
You had to have written that down.
I sure did.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So,
Good
very
job,
good, very
Amy.
good.
Oh shit, fuck. Good job.
21-19 is our updated
Casey's
score.
popping another bottle.
God, your timing
Yes.
is great.
That was really
Every
good.
time.
I'm gonna
Man,
work on
good
that.
job on that, Amy.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was I wrote that one down. I almost did
Because
that
I was
one.
expecting it to be like a lot of money.
I almost did that at 5. That was the thing, right?
Yeah.
Because he goes, I don't know, what do you make, like 28, 29?
Which is about
$29.
$14 an hour.
In 2001.
Yeah. I guess so.
I don't know if that
Yeah,
makes a
about
difference.
$22 now, I bet.
Well, we talked about all of the funny little gags. There's the milkshake gag and the rowboat gag, and then the poor Billy in a fucking tree. You know, we did that.
You know what's in my... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go.
You know what's in my notes that I just saw when I went to this whole trivia thing was... I actually made a note of what Walt says when he walks up in the beginning, and he goes, "There's a couple belt buckles I recognize."
He does that a couple of times, and then there's one with the panties.
Yeah.
There's some panties I recognize.
Sorry, I thought it was hilarious.
I didn't take any notes. I didn't.
You don't have to. Dude, we're just glad you're here.
Yeah, but I should have.
Not your job.
I have to do this.
I literally never do.
Yeah.
Next time.
If Casey took notes, we'd be
Stay on
fucked.
the
It'd be
winning-
her show.
I'm advised to not take notes, and I get on my phone a little bit, so don't.
She
take
has to
over the-
preoccupy herself so she doesn't talk the
I
whole
have
time.
a lot to say.
Words.
And now, Jared Goes to the Movies presents everyone's favorite podcast game show. It's time for 5 questions, where we ask 6 questions, and the high score is 7. Here's your host, Jared Reddick.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that warm, lovely welcome. My name is Jarrett. This is America's favorite podcast game show, as the guy with the game show voice said earlier. 5 questions, which started as a something I did to take up time, ripped off Craig Kilborn and Rich, former co-host and creator of this show, and then turned it into a game show, which I fucking hated doing, and then I decided to make it fun, and now nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
It started with 3 questions.
I don't think that's right.
And now it's 5 questions with 7 questions.
7 questions, yeah. It got real complicated.
The high score
quick.
is 8, though.
The high score used to be 16, but you could only get the... No, I don't know.
I don't want to hear anything about you trying to do math beyond...
Nobody needs that
adding.
in their life. Everybody, welcome to the game. First appearing tonight, one of our favorites. We haven't seen him in a while. Definitely Eric's favorite. He is one of our best players who has had some trouble lately. He is 7 wins out of 19 attempts, and tonight will receive his second 10th appearance plaque. It is Josh Millman, everybody.
Oh, God.
Josh, how are you doing? It is, I told Eric I hoped that you were wearing a bikini, but no, you're not. You're just in regular clothes, and he will just have to live with that.
Still fine as fuck.
I am wearing some short shorts, but like I said, I sent you the link to the webcam. I'm doing great, buddy.
Good,
it has been a while, but
yeah.
Scheduling things.
Dude, totally understand. I mean, it's been weird with us too. We've had, obviously getting back to normal with ill, and Casey was sick for a while. Actually, she caught some kind of a thing. I think it was COVID-84 or something like that.
It's a good book.
Can't remember. Yeah, it was a good book. Well, we're glad you're here. Next up is Chelle Ordway, who is 1-1, everybody. No. 1. She's just 1.
She's just 1.
Yeah, she's won. She's won 1 time and attempted 1 time. She's attempted twice, but didn't get a loss because she didn't actually play.
Yeah, because she has a Guinness Book of World Record for worst internet access in
That's
the
not
history
true.
of
That
all
goes
time.
to Tim Trafton from Maine, I believe.
That's true.
Nobody told me I needed Chrome, so.
Oh, that's right. Well, you know what? I try to put that in the description whenever I tell somebody that we're going to use this thing. But, sometimes we get in a hurry. It's good to see you. And I do know that you are a medical worker. I know you've been super busy the last couple of years. Thank you for all you have been doing. Has it slowed down a bit? And are you able to enjoy your summer a smidge?
It's batshit crazy in the ER right now.
Man. Is it still the sickness, or is it
It's
people are down with it?
Yeah, that's the majority of what I do is babysit psychiatric patients, drunk patients. Yeah, people who are screaming from their demons.
Okay.
And then the heat.
Yeah. We've all gone batshit crazy from this fucking COVID. That's what's happening, right? Like alcohol sales are up everywhere, especially in our neighborhood. I don't know why.
There's no way of knowing.
I can't answer
We
that.
have always consumed this amount of alcohol.
Exactly.
Everyone else is just catching up.
Yeah. Hey, look at you go, too. Well, you deserve it. Enjoy that. Cheers. And thanks for being here. Also, for the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Zodiac Zach, everybody. Give it up. It's his first time. Tonight we break...
Please be gentle.
We break your cherry a little bit. What happened? Okay.
I was just saying, please be gentle.
That's what, me and Rich tried to start a one called Idiot Box. It was about television, and Casey came home drunk and just yelled in the background the whole time. Totally fucking threw us off, lost the wind in ourselves, never did the show again.
It's probably for the best.
It's a true story.
Yeah. Did you ever thank her for
She
that?
likes to do this.
Yeah, I did. And then that's how she weaseled away onto this show.
Oh, man.
And look at all you fuckers now. Everybody came in as a guest, and now you're full-time.
It just took me a pandemic.
Happily. Well, I'm happy you guys are here. Zodiac Zach, I'm happy you're here. I love your name, ZZ Bottom. Just a little trivia for you.
Bottom.
Probably the second biggest band from Wichita Falls. A band called AA Bottom. I'm not joking. And they're like, they're not a ZZ Top tribute band because that didn't really exist. They've been together 10 years longer than us. But they are called AA Bottom. They're a cover band. They do some originals.
She's got arms.
Roadhouse.
She knows how to wave them. Okay, fuck it. All right, guys, you guys know the rules. You guys know the movie. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This could be very hard or very soft. No, it could be very hard or very easy because I have not seen this movie in like 10 days. And quite frankly, I don't have the greatest short-term memory left in the world. I drink.
I don't remember what this movie's about.
That's what I'm saying. I have very little. So, guys, you are on your own as far as where you think I'm heading with this thing. I know some of you guys take copious notes, and good luck to all of you. Is everybody able to write your answers down tonight? Yes, I can see that Chelle is.
I can write. I wish you luck if you can read it.
Okay, I don't have to be able to read it as long as you can show it to me and say it out loud. We'll be good. I do have people that will check your work, and if you do try to lie about things, then we will cut your Zodiac dick off. Okay, I'm just kidding. We would never do. Oh my god, he reacted to that. That was way less funny to him than
he likes his penis.
Okay, Zodiac Richard, it is from now on. All right, guys, here we go. Question number 1 will, of course, be about the movie. What movie are we? Oh, Shallow Hal. Here we go. Shallow Hal.
Yep.
5 questions. Here we go. In Shallow Hal, the character actor who was also on the movie Pretty Woman as the antagonist and also starred in the sitcom Seinfeld. What is his real name? All right, guys, that's about enough time for you. Josh Millman, what is his real name?
Jason Alexander.
All right, Chelle, what did you say? Read it for me.
Sorry.
Jason
A.
Okay, did you not know Alexander? Be honest.
I didn't. I knew his first name was Jason.
Okay. ZZ Bottom, what did you say?
I got nothing.
All
I
right.
didn't even know his first name.
Guys, I cannot give I got wiggle room here, just simply because I've gotten bigger and I just can't move around in this chair. That one goes to Josh Millman, everybody. That's the point for him. I failed to mention this, Josh. I don't know how we can expect you to show up all the time. You can't even get your fucking brother to show up once. Fucking stiffed us.
Yeah, well.
Three's a crowd anyway.
Tell him we are. All right, guys. Here we go. This is the next. This is the next question. All right. In the movie Shallow Hal, name 3 people that Tony Robbins claims to have helped previously.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
Jesus.
Well, that's right. You are up first, Chelle. What did you say?
I said Clinton, Gorbachev, and Mandela.
All right. And ZZ Bottom, what did you say?
I knew it started with a C. I just didn't remember it was Clinton, so I'm out of that one.
Okay. Josh, what did you say?
I went topical. Britney Spears.
Man, Chelle Ordway not only got that question correct, but got 3, and I only asked for 2. And the other one that she says, of course, Pamela Anderson. But Chelle Ordway with that question correct. Good job, Chelle. Good job, Chelle. Holy crap. Hey, just remember, Zodiac Zach, that at any time it is anybody's game until the game is over. So you have
no, you're good. No, don't worry.
A little time to get going. All right, guys, this is going to be the next question on the program, which is about the movie Shallow Hal, guys.
My program.
And hold on, I'm trying to figure out if I know. Oh, okay, I got it. This is good. In the movie Shallow Hal, Gwyneth Paltrow's character jokes to I believe it's Jason Alexander, don't quote me on that, but to another character in the movie, jokes about their jacket and asks if they are the last member. What is the name of that jacket? Zodiac Zach, what did you say?
I said it was a member's jacket.
Okay. Josh Millman, what you got?
No name reindeer. None.
What?
Wow.
Chelle Ordway, what did you say? Members only is correct. Chelle, I felt like I gave them that question.
I thought you did
It was
too.
in there.
Giving them the lead up to it. My goodness gracious, guys.
You couldn't have done any more.
Really surprised. Chelle with 2, Josh with 1, Zach with 0. This is question number 4. Remember, it is anybody's game until we get to the end. Let's have some fun with the 4th question. That was you guys. Let's see here. What
That
did
was
we
you.
say? Yep. Sorry, guys. I am really scrounging to remember anything about this fucking movie.
Furiously scrolling through notes.
I am. I'm like just.
Oh my
gosh. Okay, I got it. All right, guys. How many stars is the restaurant with the flimsy restaurant booths? How many stars are they, what do you call it? Ranked. How many stars? So like if it's 1 to 5 stars, it is a blank star restaurant. The one where the booth breaks. How many stars? All right, Josh, what did you say? Pencils down. 4 star, and Chelle, 5 star. Zodiac Zach, what did you say?
I said 4.
4-star restaurant is correct. Chelle finally gets one wrong. Zodiac Zach on the board. Josh Millman tying it up, and we're going into question number 5, guys. It's 2 to 1. Zach bringing up the rear. I don't have a joke for that. Okay, guys, here we go.
I'm trying, man.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great. This is really hard. I'm going to be honest with you. This is. I don't know if I can do this anymore. Like, I think on the ones where if we haven't watched them in like a week and a half,
Gotta brush up.
Well, we just don't do the game, you know. Or
Do you need one?
Or I can ask him for something. No. I got it. I got this shit. I know what I'm doing. I'm fucking. I do this shit all the time. All right, guys. This is a very, very difficult question here because it is about the movie Shallow Hal. On their first date, after she tells him that she is in the Peace Corps, what does she order for lunch? All right. Well, Zodiac Zach, is that you with a non-answer?
I'm gonna try.
Okay, go.
All right, so it's I'm saying my pencil down. It's a large soda. I think it's like fries, and I think it's like a double bacon burger.
Okay, all 3 of those are incorrect.
Okay, I'm not surprised. But...
Okay, Josh. Josh, you got it?
I got it in the notes, y'all. I was relieved. So double pizza burger, chili cheese fries, and a large chocolate shake.
Okay, Chelle, what did you say? Double free cheese fries, double pizza burger, and chocolate shake. She got it too. Wow. Zach, it's very important to remember that you are not out of this. In fact, you are pretty much locked into making it into the finals at this point. But you are. You're going to make it to the finals. So really, this question is most important to Josh and to Chelle as we move right over to the other side of the room for
Eric's off on a tangent again.
Shallow Hal is just one of the 11 films that the Farrelly brothers have written, produced, and directed. What are the Farrelly brothers' first names?
All right. Chelle, what you got? She says Peter and Bobby. Zach, did you give it a shot?
Yeah, I tried. I said Simon and Dan.
Okay. And then Josh, what did you say?
Bobby and Peter.
Bobby and Peter. The answer is?
Bobby and Peter.
Wow.
Both names from the Brady Bunch.
Well, I think Chelle Ordway has come in showing her first 2 games that she is not here to fuck around. She has made it close to the finals for her second time. Unfortunately, and I hate this, guys.
Oh, dang. Look at those.
Look at those copious notes.
God.
We do have to go to the coin flip, Sean. So, Josh and Chelle, this is a coin flip to see which of you will move forward into the finals against Zach of this game. Josh, since you are getting your second 10-year plaque today, I will give you the honors to call it in the air. You can see the coin there on Sean's screen. Go ahead and call it.
Tails.
Calls its tails, and the answer is heads. I am sorry, Josh. You lost.
Every time.
Josh and Jason both have the worst luck with the coin flip. It should not reflect their records. I think in the next season, we're going to figure out a way to not have the goddamn coin flip.
Okay.
Hold on. Sean can't talk yet.
Okay.
No, I was saying
Don't
that
shut the whole
Jason
thing
always chooses heads, and then it's a heads.
And right. Yeah. Well, Josh, I'm very sorry it ended like that. But Chelle Ordway, congratulations for making it this far. All you can do is sit there and chill and bask in the fact that you had awesome notes equal to the greatest note taker in Jarrett Goes to the Movies history, which is Josh Millman. So fantastic making it this far. Zach, it's up to you, buddy. Here's the way that it works from here. You either get this song correct.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You get this question correct and you win. You get it wrong and you lose. All right. That's it.
Oh boy.
So it just comes down to that. And there is no turning back from here. Here we go.
It's time for Sean's questions, the 7th question, and sometimes it's hard.
All right, Zach, we have 2 categories. Death Wish, starring Charles Bronson, or The Help.
I'll go Death Wish.
As he was lying on his deathbed, talking about women and making references as to how a woman should look, what was it that Hal's father did for a living?
Oh, I know that, yeah. He was a pastor.
Minister? I mean...
Oh,
yeah.
My God. Unbelievable steal.
I knew that answer was going to be useful.
Unbelievable steal.
Yeah.
Not the hardest of hard questions
Only
ever.
sometimes they're hard.
That's right. And I'm going to be honest. I honestly thought that he was going to bring some fucking Charles Bronson into it. And I was like, it may pay off for me that my dad made me watch that shit my entire fucking childhood.
Wishful thinking, but...
Anyway, guys, what a hard fought round. What a crazy set of circumstances, but that's the name of the game. I'm just kidding. The name of the game is 5 questions, and you guys just played it. Josh, thank you very much. Chelle, great game for you too. And Zach, way to fucking use strategy and act like you don't know shit. Good job for the win. Come hang out on the chat if you can. And as always, you guys know that we could not do the show without you. I do mean that from the bottom of my heart. And we'll see you guys soon, okay? Y'all be good.
Oh, and by the way, you can cut out the act now.
Excuse me?
You think I got as far as I did in my life by being a fool? Now, you've got ambition, Hal, and I admire that. Hell, I wish I had 100 more like yourself. We'd be the #1 firm in the country. My daughter would get a hell of a lot more dates.
I'm sure Rosemary doesn't have any problem getting dates.
I told you to cut the shit out, all right? Look, Rosemary's my daughter, and God knows I love her dearly. But I think we both know that we won't soon be seeing her twirling a baton marching along with the Dallas cheerleaders.
Yeah. I mean, I do agree with... Did you say that about the dad thing? Like, it's funny.
Yeah, he would never say that.
Yeah,
I mean, she already had a boyfriend. She's established.
Yeah, and also your parents. I mean, you see your... You know what's funny, though? Here's the thing, and I think about this all the time, right? I really do. about how our perspective on how people look changes the older you get, right? And so when you're a little kid and you're in first grade, right? You have there are people that are pretty and there are people that are handsome and whatever, and then second grade, third grade, that sort of gets established, and those kids blotted and don't get dango, right? Here's the thing: when you're a parent and you're in your kid's class, you can't go, well, that fucking kid's ugly. That fucking kid's. I mean, to me, they're all just little kids, right?
I feel like I can pick out the ones that are going to be all right.
I think you can tell a little bit.
Listen to me. Okay, right. Okay, so there's an extreme here or whatever. But
you're right. The majority of them are just
they're just children.
All the same.
I had to teach Jack a lesson. Jack came in hot whenever he was in elementary school, using the word ugly a bunch, and it had to have been like just. We'll blame other people's children, right? Not us.
Absolutely.
I'd have been like other people's children. Well, this girl's ugly and that girl's ugly and she's ugly. And I was like, that is such a hurtful, like harsh word. Like, that's so bad.
Maybe he was talking about their personality.
Or their vagina. It's my kid.
Elementary school.
Oh, sorry.
And so I did.
I thought you meant junior high school.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, I want you to go through. I showed him my elementary school yearbook, and I didn't like pick out the girl I thought was the ugliest that got the hottest. I just said like, show me the ugly girl in my class, and he did, and I found her on Instagram, and he was just like, what? And I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Great idea.
You don't know.
I'm gonna look. I know I've told this story on this podcast, and I actually have zero communication with this person at all. I swear to God, but I tell this story all the time. And I've told this story to Jack several times, and eventually I will tell it to Everett. I had driver's ed my sophomore year with this girl named Christy Walsh, and she was sort of nerdy, but she had blonde hair and cute, this way. But honestly, she just sort of didn't really do the whole social thing or whatever. She kind of kept to herself. By the time we were seniors in high school, this girl literally looked like she just fucking walked out of a magazine.
And she didn't want anything to do with you fuckers that fucked with her in middle school.
She didn't want anything to do. No, this is sophomore year. No, I was fine because I was nice as shit. But I couldn't have gone out with her by that point because she was dating like a fucking military captain or some shit. You know what I mean? Like it was like way beyond what was in our fucking scope of reality because she got to be so pretty. And I have seen her on the Facebook. Life has been good to her, as at least it was 10 years ago. I think it's been that long. Yeah. Life's been good to me so far.
Yeah, I was
that's pretty good.
Nailed it.
But that's a lesson. And I tell my boys that all the time. Like, guys, I mean, seriously, find a girl that you think is cool and kick ass and fun to hang out with.
My mom was just like, stop chasing these skateboarder fucks and find the like kind of cute nerdy guy because he's gonna be the super hot billionaire. Like, why are you not hearing me? And I'd be like, oh no, I'm probably just gonna go to the mall and watch the skateboarders. Like, I don't know. Like, what are you gonna do?
But she's right.
Yeah.
How about the panty raid, right? Where, and again, here's where physics come in, right? They're in there and he's like, oh my God, look at these sexy underpants. And they're enormous in real life, right? It just, and they, where did that happen? It is
somewhere in this movie.
Yeah, she like, that's whenever they were having sex. They were about to have sex the first time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She didn't want to go up there.
And then they throw him and it's like, they like cover him like a sheet.
Did we even talk about when they first met? And he walks up to her while she's holding up underwear.
Panties, yeah.
Oh,
right.
And it's just like, oh, would you lose the sail to your sailboat? And I'm like, who the fuck ever would either way ever say that?
Even
like,
without all the other problems in this movie.
And then he goes, oh, I'm sorry. Those are probably for somebody that you love. It's weird to look at somebody that looks like you.
Holding up
underwear like that. Like, I don't know.
He's like,
weird.
There's no way.
Building a parachute. You rip the spinnaker on your sailboat.
Spinnaker.
Yeah, I mean,
she would never talk to him after that.
No, that would never happen.
Yeah, she called him Unibrow.
You'd get, well, I guess in the film, a security guy does kind of walk in like, is there a problem? But yeah, you would get thrown out of any store
I've never
ever.
thought so deep into this movie. This is I'm glad
Because you shouldn't.
I'm really
'Cause you
glad that
shouldn't.
we're having this conversation.
Keith, we're talking about this movie twice as long as the fucking movie is.
Right. But my daughter put on a dress the other day and she came out and she goes, "Do I look beautiful?"
Yeah.
Like, absolutely.
Right.
Are you kidding? I mean, no matter what, like,
this is
it's just, I've never thought this.
Did you say no and keep her humble?
Yeah. But this is an important.
Change it.
You are smart.
It really is a fucking important thing. Though.
It is. It's
and how we see our children or whatever. Like it, our youngest has been in situations where he wasn't the popular kid, and situations where he's gotten picked. He got bullied last year, actually. And
like
that's
physically, like
physically.
It was the whole
So
thing.
that's the first time I've experienced that as a father because Emma and Jack didn't have that. Everett is so different than them in that those two are really quick tongued and can figure it out. Everett's just so sweet. He will allow that to happen, even though he's a fucking brown belt in karate and as tall as anybody. He will allow people to pick on him. And I look at him as a father, and I'm going, why the fuck would you ever pick on this kid? He's awesome, and he's funny.
Is it because he's meowing like a cat?
It could be. That could be it.
He's been a cat for like 3 years now.
And you know what? I mean, sometimes I think that he forgets he's not a cat.
Either way, our child is personable and he's funny and he's okay to talk to anybody. He's not like,
and I think
very
he's
social.
adorable.
Yeah, me too.
And
but I'm like a fucking. I'm just mean. So I'm like, okay, well, if that girl on the bus says this to you.
You have the best mind bombs ever.
Tell the one that you did. Don't even do your hypothetical one.
With Emma Reddick?
No, tell the one that you did to the girl. Didn't you do this actually?
Yes, I did this.
Okay,
because my mom taught me and I passed on to Emma.
Okay, tell Keith, Eric, and the rest of the cast that hasn't heard this what you did to this poor girl.
When I was little?
Yeah.
Okay, when I was little, my mother bestowed onto me this magical power where if anybody ever says anything super mean to you, then you just make up something about them and they have to live with it forever. So for example, someone would go like, "You're stupid, you're fat and I hate you." And I'd be like, "You know what? When everybody was making fun of the thing that your eye does, I'd offended you," and then just walk away. Yeah. And that girl would be walking down the aisle to her fucking wedding going like,
"Is my eye doing that thing?" Yeah.
When everybody made fun of the way you walk,
yeah,
I stood up for you.
That
and
thing
just
you do with your mouth when you think.
Yeah.
It's so brilliant.
And I passed that on to Emma. And I've tried to pass it on to Everett to just do some psychological fucking damage to people that are just being mean. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. I think it's brilliant.
And only 3 of her friends are in therapy now. So
Fuck those kids. I don't know. It's a little
Only.
bit. Everyone should get. Everybody should have a little bit of that. I had a friend for sure that we became friends later who was like, "Dude, I thought I had a fucking snaggle tooth for like a long time because of you."
Jewel.
Okay.
Well, Hal gets out of this whole situation, goes back to work, and let's also not skip over that Jill asks him out. Now, again, she looks the same. She's the same person. But to be fair, the same thing is sort of happening to her. She's having to see him for being a fucking human being. We don't really have the luxury of seeing how he acted towards people that much. Before she had seen him as shallow Hal, right? She had seen him as being someone who didn't give people the time of day and was kind of a dick. And now she's just like, whatever. Well, obviously he doesn't go and he gets a promotion. And that's an exciting thing.
Yeah, nails the big board meeting.
Yes, he
with all the
does.
board members.
Right. I wrote, "Get the fuck out." I wonder why I wrote that.
Oh, because there's the part where the one guy says like, "You get the fuck out."
Roadhouse.
To the other guy.
All right. So then there's gym talk and we get into cankles.
GEM or GYM?
Oh my God. And
JIM?
What? Oh, Jim. GYM.
Okay.
Yeah, just a bunch of mean shit. He's just like, you wouldn't even be talking to that woolly mammoth if she wasn't your boss's daughter or whatever. And then they do the date.
I think that this movie actually like kind of made the word cankles a thing all over the place, and I have very strong calves. Like I have very large ankles, and I think that this is the movie that fucking solidified that into the world.
Yeah.
I had never heard of that before this.
I was wondering that too.
I don't remember.
I got my grandma Sheila's strong legs. I don't know.
I've had cankle sores, but those are different than.
Just play the outro music.
I love when
no.
That's it.
No.
That's the end of it.
We can't.
We found the end.
I promised Amy that I would talk about something about this movie that made me feel uncomfortable, but I don't think we're going to get to it.
Oh, we have to. Hold on.
I don't think we're going to get to it.
Well, I do have to pee.
Okay.
So you can think
talk
about it for a
it
second. Okay.
while you're peeing.
But I do
We'll go
want to
with
say
you.
something that I felt like Ralph and Lee Boy to me. The first time I saw this movie and this time that I saw this movie, that's the tell, right? That to me, that was like, okay. Like those dudes, because you haven't figured out that everybody that he knows looks like they look and that girls look this way or whatever, and then these dudes look like they do. Yeah,
you did.
No. I haven't figured out yet at this point that that's what's happening.
Yeah, huh?
So he hasn't. He sees these as like these super attractive dudes. And again, you can say that. I mean, they're fucking attractive dudes. The goddamn Hawaiian guy's a fucking Adonis. Looks like the guy that cleans my pool.
I still need a picture of this guy.
He does. I'll pull up my Ring doorbell cam later if you want.
Preferably a shirtless picture.
Oh shit, he wears a shirt and
every time he wears the shirt.
Aren't you hot
what
out
shirt?
there?
You hypnotized him.
No, I de-hypnotized him. He's been hypnotized his whole life. He's been totally focused on the outside. I gave him the ability to see the inner beauty that's in everyone, including the people you think are not so physically attractive.
How can he see the inner beauty in these women when he doesn't even know them?
Inner beauty is the easiest thing in the world to see when you're looking for it.
But how can he not feel them when he's...
The brain sees what the heart wants it to feel.
All right, look, let's just cut through the old crap cake here, huh?
Okay.
Sir, don't you think it's wrong to brainwash someone?
Brainwashed? Don't you think you're brainwashed? Everything you know about beauty is programmed. Television, magazines, movies, they're all telling you what's beautiful and what isn't. How's this any different?
I'm going to get a tattoo that says the brain sees what the heart wants it to feel.
It's funny when...
That you won't.
I know. Same. Dare ya.
I'll pay for it.
Same.
Maybe you and Casey can go get crazy, embarrassing tattoos because you have to.
Yeah, to get swineherd.
Do you have any?
Swineherd?
Yeah, it's pig farmer.
Yeah, it's actually because of you.
Oh, no. What happened?
Do you have any tattoos?
Yeah.
Let me see.
No.
Prove it.
Why?
Because you don't want to know what tribe I was in when I was 17.
I think it's funny when Tony Robbins starts acting. Like
I like it.
It's funny when
When did that start?
It's funny when you can tell.
Day one.
Though you can, I think, because when you put him on a stage, he's just so at home and all this, and then he actually did fine in the elevator
scene
too.
was fine.
He did fine, but here he has to act like annoyed and slam the door and like get up in his bed.
It's a celebrity cameo. It's like Brett Favre.
Listen to me.
Something About Mary.
I'm
It
just
is.
saying it's funny when it fucking when it sinks in. That's a big motherfucker, by the way, man. That dude looks like he kicks
how
the
tall
fucking
he
ass.
He's
Says his
6'7".
shoes are size 16 or something, doesn't he?
Yeah. You know what that means.
Huge socks
Big old shoes.
That's right.
to jerk off into with this huge dick.
Big old
How do you
socks
jerk off into a
to
big sock
jerk
like
off
that?
into. Yeah,
I mean, I've tried it before.
I just crawl inside it. I don't know. It's the whole thing.
Like I Dream a Genie. That's the visual I get.
And then he goes in there naked and he can jerk off wherever he wants.
There's just a little blow up
He can
mattress
just come
in there,
out.
like
Yeah.
nothing else.
That would
Old nudie mags.
that would fill up a bus bunk.
Nudie
so
magazines.
fast.
All right. So, let's see. We talked about this. We did miss Jesus, you've got a big noggin. The thing about Jason Alexander's character is this: people who have shortcomings I know that's a hilarious word.
Ayo.
Tend to be more critical of other people. And the internet even has made that more of a thing, to where it's very, very easy to dissect somebody or talk about somebody the way they look or what they say or the way they talk when you can hide behind a computer.
Projecting.
You can, okay. But yes.
You feel shitty about yourself, so you decide to
make other people
Yeah.
feel like shit, right?
Yeah,
That's
projecting.
quite an accusation to throw at Jared. I don't think he does that.
Me?
Wow.
Oh, I'm nice all the time, actually.
I agree.
Well, as Casey said, you're
He's
projecting.
He's just a YouTube troll. He just goes on there and calls people fucking losers.
Yeah.
This song sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Fucking
you.
Must suck to be bald.
Jarrett 69, 69, XXX 69 for your input on this. 420.
Let's go see if that's taken.
Yes, every comment, every username that could have the number 69 in it is taken. For sure.
Well, he does get it. You know, he gets the code or whatever, which I think, you know, I guess you have to undo everything, right?
What was the code? How eats
Shallow Hal wants a gal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you have to say it 3 times and Beetlejuice shows up.
Into your mirror, yeah.
Up your butt.
With
I know where you
guy.
can look.
Into your butt.
Up butt coconut.
Up your butt with a coconut.
Let's see, what the fuck does this say? Okay, so now Ralph has called and they want to go and they
got to go to Caribou.
She wants to go to Caribou's or some shit. 100,000 women and children that need food and medical supplies. And he's like, how can you be so selfish? You're just going to go there with Pretty Boy?
Yeah.
You know, she's like, that halo is psoriasis. You know?
And when he comes out later and you see, you know.
Yeah, you know.
I hope you're nice.
So they
Charles,
actually
Mary.
use the same actor there. And that guy is the guy, if you guys know the movie Dumb and Dumber.
Yes.
He's the guy that, well, it looks like they're driving a big sheepdog. He's like that FBI guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah. And so I recognized him not. It's funny. It took me to, when I saw him in the bar, I'm like, fuck, I know this guy. And that was actually him. And then when he's dressed up, I'm like, oh, fuck, I know who that is. And it's that guy.
Huh.
Yeah. So, what
is the Adventures of Sinbad that is not the comedian? Because that is his most notable role.
Weird.
That guy?
Mm-hmm.
No idea. So yeah.
Oh, he was also a rapist in All My Children.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I don't remember that episode.
Yeah, me either. But you know what? Let's get together next week and
maybe
watch
a rewatch is necessary.
Yeah, I don't mind a little.
Me, you, Amy, we fucking get together.
Not going to be any flags on anyone's computer. Rapist episode of Married.
Oh boy. All right, yeah. Shallow Hal wants a gal, and here we go. So he's like, "Where's the other girl?" She's like, I'm the only
hostess in this restaurant.
Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Sounded just like him.
Yeah,
pretty
that's pretty
wild,
good.
right? That's pretty wild.
That's
right?
when you
It
know
comes
they could
back
totally.
in.
I mean, not like they could make it today, but
This one is not.
That's not going to
right,
fly.
Where it's a dude and he saw her as a girl and that she was that, you know, all that. I mean, but it's not a dude. I realize that it's a woman who
We don't know how they identify.
That's just it, right? So you can't even. I don't know.
No.
I don't know what. I wanted a reservation for 4. That's all I'm trying to say. Party to France, party at 4. Search party at 4.
What happened to the Dufresnes?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's man, God damn it, we could just keep going on all this, right? So, this is after the thing. He goes outside. The guy unhypnotizes him. And he's like, hey, did you move us? Because there's a robust woman eating my girlfriend's food, and now
my clams.
She's eating my clam casino.
That was also another question.
Clams casino. I would have missed that.
Yeah.
What did he order?
And you know, it just all the pretty girls I've met aren't pretty. You know,
right?
It gets wacky.
Yeah, I mean,
and here's the thing: I don't think I'm a pussy. Like the first time, like I can laugh at humor. Like, I like to make fun of people. You guys know that. I've made a living doing that shit.
Children, the handicapped.
Oh, I don't give a fuck if they fucking deserve it.
That's what I'm saying.
Handy-capable.
That's what I say all the fucking. I'm like parking my car. I'm like, oh, there's
You
no
monster.
That's a handy-capable.
Yeah, you no-walking bitch.
Yeah. God damn it. Wow. Fucking, well, boy, that took a dark turn.
I didn't.
And then he runs into Katrina from the cab, you know, and you never called. Oh, I never told you about Katrina and yada yada. Now he's pissed, right? Because he's like, man, you made her fucking disappear.
Yeah, you fucked me up.
It's fucking all-time love of his life, right? You know? And he screwed him over. So they got to go get to fucking Tony Robbins to hypnotize him again, or he has to avoid Rosemary. Here's where the movie is stupid. Just go back to fucking Rosemary. It's like, why are you listening to this fucking guy who just fucked you over already anyway?
Richard Cranium disagrees.
You know, shouldn't the canoe come back? Oh shit! That's why I was flying when we were in the canoe. I was flying through the swampy marsh,
but didn't notice.
Yeah,
I was just way up there.
Jesus Christ! Anyway, so he has contagious conjunctivitis, which should have been a question that I asked or one of you guys, and so the dad, who is the sweetest person in the world, is like, Rosemary's been having trouble getting you. I'm working you too hard, right?
You've been trying to.
Yeah, we've been trying to get always
looking for me Lucky Charms.
Yes, pink hearts, blue
People
diamonds.
are always after me Lucky Charms.
What's that joke?
That's from Austin
Powers.
Yeah, what is the thing?
Because he's got those little charms on his bracelet.
Yeah.
The Irish
Why
guy.
people
Is
always think it's so funny when I say that?
Is it the third one?
The little guy with the cereal.
Nah, they're always after me Lucky Charms. Oh man, that's fucking funny. All right, so he's like, maybe I should just go see her. You know, I already had the heart thing. And he's like, you fucking can't do it.
Hello?
Hey, it's me.
Hey, what's up, Rosemary?
What happened yesterday?
Hmm?
Well, I stopped by your office to say hi, but you just took off running.
You're kidding.
No. What were you doing?
I was jogging.
In your business suit?
I had a sweatsuit underneath.
Oh. Is everything... What's going on, Hal? Things haven't felt the same lately.
No?
No.
Hey, Rosemary, don't worry. Everything... I'm just in a little funk right now, and everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah. So, I guess I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Now, what someone should have told him is, at some point, the greatest Christmas gift ever is going to be a candle that smells like her vagina. And nobody told him that.
Those are still on back order. I looked them up one time.
No, my brother texted me one day and he goes,
I got to get one of those for your brother.
goes, boy, you got to get me one of these. I know you can do it. Champ. You got to get me one of these candles that smell like one of the Paltrow's vagina. Right? And so I said, I'll fucking get you one after I get myself one. Yeah, I'm pulling in about 29.5 a year.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's good money.
And I'm fucking stoked about it. Now, Jason Alexander's birth defect. I completely forgot about it.
Oh my God.
This is the main thing I've remembered from this movie.
I forgot
whole
about it
entire
too.
life.
Until we got down to the very end, right before it happened, I was like, oh my God, he has a tail.
Right.
I'm with Casey.
And so this goes
Oh my God,
back
this is like
to,
the highlight of the movie.
This goes back to what I was saying earlier, is that like we all just fucking shit on everybody about everything else that they fucking have or do or
But aren't
whatever.
we all kind of the person with the
We're all
vestigial
just-
tail?
We're everybody, right?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, we really are.
In our hearts.
I mean, I don't know.
We do need to figure out where Kesha's tail went. Kesha had a tail, right? Isn't that right? We figured out that Kesha had a tail.
Go on.
I want to know more about this. I don't
Man,
know.
I got to be honest about
Wait,
that.
Kesha
Kesha.
What do you mean, Kesha? Like your clarification of there's some other Kesha out there? The one with the dollar
Kesha
sign
had a
in her
tail.
name.
I have so many jokes, and there's but they're not.
This
good.
is her quote. Kesha stated that she was born with a 1/4-inch vestigial tail. Quote, I had a tail when I was born. They chopped it off and stole my tail. I'm really sad about that story.
Okay. She had a fucking tail.
She had a backboner.
Oh my God.
And the sexual positions you can get into.
Are you kidding me? Like the dude could ride you. Because that's as far up as you want it to go.
Or
Or
a different, or
it comes
another
out all
chick.
noodly and it actually like has a bunch of nerves in it that could like fuck you up.
Yeah. So I keep it.
That fucking
See
chick
what you
sits
can
on
do
that
with
thing
it.
and that thing wags. Are you kidding me? You can't recreate that.
Man.
Fuck
That's a
you,
bunkin'
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Bronco.
Fuck you, Goop.
My
The
heart is racing.
1/4-inch tail.
I don't
it's not
need any more than a quarter of
That's
an
right.
inch.
That shit isn't as far up there as you think. I promise.
You're telling me where the shit is up there?
Oh.
A 1/4 inch is like this much.
That's enough.
That's literally just the tip.
Yeah, that's not. That's
Not
like,
even the full tip.
No.
Okay. All right.
Like, that's just the. I don't know. Don't ride.
Sucking
Don't ride
multiple
tails.
cocks.
Don't ride tails. Terrible.
Now,
Here, listen up, kids.
all right, let's get to the end of this thing.
Uncle Jarrett says.
I'm leaving for Kiribati tonight for 14 months.
Kiribati.
What is...
I'm sorry, Rosemary. I just can't wait that long.
I understand.
Which is why I'm going with you.
What?
Yeah, it's true, Rosie. Big Kahuna here just swarmed into the core about a half hour ago.
That's right. He's official.
Are you sure that's what you want to do?
Coco! Coco!
With the Nutty Professor fucking fat suits, I can't handle it. With her and her mom, that's the thing I
Too
can't
much.
handle. That's too much. They should just been like totally separate people. I really honestly believe that.
Yeah. And they did that with most people. I mean, there's a couple of the people where they made them up. You know, there's the guy from
Titanic 2.
No, Titanic 2, that girl. And then the guy from Dumb and Dumber, but it's not like they made up the Hawaiian guy.
Oh, that's not Jim Darling?
That's not him, no.
And also, rest in peace, actor who played
Big or small?
Big.
Jim Darling is from Lady and the Tramp, right?
John
Darling.
Darling.
I think that's Jim.
Okay.
Well, John's brother.
Oh, that's right.
Wrong, darling.
Jeff.
Sorry, different.
Oh
puppy.
yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's real dead.
Oh, he died of pneumonia. That's fucked up. Okay. Anyway.
It was a combination of pneumonia and getting hit by a bus.
Let's talk about final thoughts
It
on
took
this
his breath
movie.
away.
You know, I feel like we. You broke Eric. Jesus Christ. All right. I'll hang and listen to your thoughts. Look, we got into the insanity of this of what we thought about this movie pretty early. And again, I remember seeing this 2001. Goodness gracious. I guess I had let me look at this real quick.
Just experienced 9/11.
Yeah.
Still processing
And,
it, probably.
Yeah. Let me think about this. Fuck. No, I was engaged and or just about to be to Jack and Emma's mom.
To be married.
Oh, and you know, weight is something that I'd fought my entire life. Well, since the 5th grade, and still is to this day. And I remember when the turn happens where you just realize that, Jesus Christ, this isn't like, they're calling fat people ugly. It's fucking weird. And I was skinny, you know, at the time. So yeah, I maybe there's a better way they could have done it. Maybe they can't win. You know, I feel like with mine and your, Eric, with mine and your issues with it, maybe they couldn't. But what are you going to do? Have them look like the Wicked Witch of the East?
That's the whole thing. If I don't know. Like I said, it's an ambitious idea to do well. They didn't do it. I don't know how you do.
But they did. They made $100 million on the movie, so they did. It'd be interesting again if Gwyneth Paltrow.
You're saying the concept would have been a lot better if it had been executed properly.
Yeah, I think there's
How do you do it though?
That's what I said. I don't know.
And it's not your job, right?
It's not my job.
Isn't it?
But this isn't it.
Yeah.
It just, like I said, ham-fisted.
It felt very fat shaming.
And I understand the Farrelly brothers. I've seen, as we all have, a bunch of their films. I get the shtick. I get the aesthetic. You could put a movie on and like a Wes Anderson film, I can point out that this is a Farrelly brothers film. I mean, it's that easy to recognize. I think they're just in over their heads on taking this concept and turning it into something that is fulfilling and funny and not incredibly short-sighted altogether.
I just think that
not an easy win, however, and hold that thought for 1 second. But that's the point, right? He's shallow Hal. He's short-sighted. That's the thing. Is like we have to be in his head this entire time for this movie to make sense. When we step outside of that and try to be someone who thinks anything outside of him, or we try to be Jason Alexander, or we try to be even really, to be honest, if we try to be her, it doesn't make any sense. You have to be in his head watching this from that standpoint. And then, again, I think that at least gets you into the movie and makes it a thing. But, man,
it gets closer until
does 300 fucking pounds make you ugly?
It gets
is that
closer if you think about it that way, until he literally says to Mauricio, "You mean all the pretty girls I've been meeting aren't pretty?"
Pretty to him.
No, he just says all the pretty girls aren't pretty.
Yeah. Pretty to him.
And that's...
He means pretty. If I say that girl's ugly, you go, that girl's pretty, you think that girl's pretty, right? He used to think those girls were pretty. Now he doesn't think they're pretty anymore. Does that make sense?
It does, but that's reinforcing what I'm saying about the movie.
I mean,
all right, okay, Keith.
I agree.
You started on my side. You went to his side. I don't even think we're taking sides. I love this.
I'm back with you.
You're back with me. Let's go. Okay, so you got any analysis or anything to add?
I'm just saying.
Should we get Megan back on the phone?
No, please don't.
Okay, all right.
I have Titanic 2 pulled up. I'm going to show you after this. I have a scene that I want you to watch.
Okay, I promise I will.
Yeah.
Okay, Casey, going back to you, baby. I am so sorry.
I just think that this movie in itself, whatever, the idea is there, like you said. Whether they executed it well is a whole different story. But for the time, you have to think about movies like, the year before this, Bring It On came out. It was the biggest fucking movie in forever, right? And one of the main scenes was the girl from All That. Remember that girl, like the big girl? And she's on top of the tower.
That is our next movie, by the way.
And she falls. Is it really?
Yes.
Are you joking?
She's All
Just
That.
kidding.
No. All That.
Sorry.
The show.
Sorry. Wrong movie.
But anyway, that was the thing. They had to have Justin Long hold up a cheerleader, and they picked the girl from All That, and she falls fucking ass first on him, and she's a big girl. And before that was Remember the Titans, and they had that fucking big guy, and he's on there. And then Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds is like a year after this, and it's fucking him in a fat suit. Yep. And I think it kind of just was the time. I don't know. I'm a fucking big girl. I'm a plus size woman, and this shit doesn't bother me. I think everything in this movie was funny. I think that it was campy and dumb in 2001, and it just felt it just is what it is.
Fat jokes are funny. Listen,
Fuck yeah, all jokes are funny. All jokes are funny.
Agreed.
It's
and
just
totally,
how you
know that we agreed and agreed. But for fucking 27 years. Bowling for Soup's been making fat jokes on ourselves so that you can't, right? And Punk Rock 101 came out in 2003, and Chris Burney jumps off of a thing and he squashes the director of the picture, and then there's all of these things. Those things are funny. I see what you're saying.
But you're getting ahead of the jokes.
We're not calling ourselves ugly people. It's just an obvious thing. We weigh a lot. Like maybe the canoe joke's funny, but I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I'm fucking all over the place on this. Maybe we overanalyze.
It's a totally different time.
It was a different time.
Maybe we overanalyze. Yeah, and you know what? Fuck.
They made White Chicks this year.
Think about
same year.
Yeah, exactly. And that movie's fucking hilarious. And I'm telling you that so many people would not know that fucking song.
Think about the movies that you could think of. You're 40?
41.
41. So you were born in
79.
1980. Okay. So imagine movies made in 1959 where they had Mexicans playing Indians and shit.
Yeah.
Right? So
Si, senor.
Si, senor, I've got this bow and arrow. I'm going to shoot it up your ass.
Hey.
I sort of switched to German there.
Yeah, it's getting a little fuzzy.
No,
I feel like it's getting more offensive.
I really got
through your.
Let's just give him 10 minutes. He'll get really Cosby.
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
With the pudding pop
No,
the arrows.
God damn it. That was Heidi Klum I just did. Man, I wish I could say that in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, you people been
That was
so
Heidi Klum I just
beautiful.
did. I'd be so happy for you.
Yeah, I know you would, baby.
But she did
But
just
you
steal, so
cannot
you don't want any part of that.
Go into the show and say fuck with the pudding.
With the pudding.
My wife Camille. Sorry.
This show has gone to shit.
Yeah, this show has gone
wedding is
to shit.
A bunch of cocks slapped in my face.
Hey, we'll go around the room. I actually did not hate it. I hated it, but I didn't. It was a fine watch. Eric, go.
Hated it.
Okay, Amy.
I thought it was freaking funny. I was the stupid one watching it with not thinking about anything but the jokes and the shticks, and it was fucking hilarious.
Casey.
Casey.
God damn it, Casey. Give me a break.
It's campy. It's funny. It's ridiculous. It's fucking a movie of its time. It's not like I picked this movie because I thought it'd be something to talk about. It wasn't. It's not even like my top 15, but it's a fucking funny movie. I think about this movie often. I actually do. Like, things happen where I go, that's fucking funny. It reminds me of Shallow Hal. I don't know. It's a fucking popular movie.
Yeah. Jonathan.
Ditto.
Boom.
Oh, he likes it with Casey. All right, now Keith, you come into this now. Is this a movie that you liked before you came in, or are you just here to hang out with us?
I want to hang out.
Okay.
Fuck
So-
Eric. I like it. That's it. That's what I'm saying.
Let's make print the t-shirt.
Yeah,
Print the t-shirt, Sean.
Now,
Eric, I like it.
No, but for real, I think now that I've overanalyzed this fucking thing, I could go back. But it just seemed. I guess what I'm getting at is maybe we got too far off on a tangent tonight and talked too much about
a movie.
He's over here like, yeah, that's exactly what fucking happened.
Literally face demons.
He literally sat here the whole time going, are we going to talk about the movie? Hey, but do you want to talk about the movie?
We talked about the movie sometimes.
We
That's a
talked
really
about
good point,
more
guys, but what
about
if we
this
talk about
movie than we have
the last 5.
Yeah.
Empire Records, we watched the whole thing, I feel like.
That was your first one,
We
right?
literally.
That was my first one.
We watched the whole thing. This one, I was like.
Well, he was nervous.
Wait, were you here and you're here his first thing?
Was that?
Oh, hosting. Hosting, right.
Oh, you were his first.
Because your first
You were
guest-
my first.
Your first guest
you were his
appearance was...
first.
That would explain all the nervous crying.
You were easy. You were easy on me.
Well, here's the thing. I'm glad we watched this. Again, it's fun to put things in perspective. It's an interesting study, too, to go back 20 years in anything. Music, movies, typewriters, all that shit. So, look.
There were no typewriters.
This is a fun podcast. That was a good joke.
Yeah, they're so dumb.
Amy, God damn it. I can't wait till you can drink again.
Wait, you can't
let's go.
drink?
No, she can drink.
She
This
has
whole
a problem.
time?
Leave her
She
alone.
knows what she's doing.
Don't ask her about it. She's 40 days
Jesus
sober.
Christ. Stop making eye contact. Okay, so let's check the mail and see what's going on.
Uh-oh.
Let's check the email box. Email us at jaredgoestothemovies@gmail.com.
Eric and friends, I am so sorry. I missed my chance to not only talk to my one true love, Eric, but also kick Josh's ass at 5 questions. Josh told me that you said 3 is a crowd, but I know he's just covering for your anguish because my Eric would never say that. Eric, I swear I'll find a way to make it up to you. I'll even do that one thing with the peppers and the clown nose you like. Casey and Amy, I know y'all will have your hands full consoling Eric for the rest of the night, and for that, I am sorry. Sean, you worked so hard to make sure I didn't miss this, and I let you down. Next time you're out in LA, I'll buy the first round. And that's all the people I'm sorry to have disappointed. As always, keep up the good work, and please stop crying. Love, Jeff Millman.
There he is. Okay, Eric, how can people connect with us?
P.S. I watched Shallow Hal 3 times.
Damn it.
Oh, God, this is the hottest gay sex I've ever had.
This is not. I watched Shallow Hal 3 times preparing for this show. What am I going to do with all this useless Jack Black trivia knowledge? Yeah, it's a good question. Save it for School of Rock or Nacho Libre.
Have we done School of Rock? That's who.
We've done School, but
Yeah,
not,
you're
I've
right.
never seen Nacho Libre.
Don't.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. People act like that one's great.
Sorry. I'll watch it again for you, Sean. I saw
Oh,
that
no.
shit in theaters,
Well,
okay?
Well, you don't have a microphone, so
Maybe we should.
Yeah, maybe hold the
if you're gonna be on the show,
microphone up to
hold the microphone.
I love
Literally hand it
dummy.
Let's start our own
Figure it out.
podcast.
It's a talk back. It's like a fucking sound guy, right? Where you're just like, will you please use the fucking talk back? We can't hear you up here. You fucking
Anyway, just
assless chap wearing motherfucker.
all
Chaps are ass.
Nope.
She knows what she's talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Did y'all just cut? Okay.
Okay. Is that it? For
That
real?
was all the mail.
Okay, good.
What? I asked everybody their opinions on touching balls
Eric!
all over the place, and nobody wrote us anything?
Well, not during the episode, babe. There were 17 people on there.
No, you're talking about from the last
Oh,
episode?
Yeah.
now
That
he has
comes
a
out this
microphone.
week?
It's been like
Yeah.
2 weeks, I thought.
No, it comes out this Friday.
Okay, I'll look forward to your notes.
Wait patiently.
She'll hang up and listen to your thoughts. All right, Eric, how can people connect with us?
Well, I'm glad you asked. They can go to our website, JarrettGoesToTheMovies.com. On Facebook, you got a couple options there. Jarrett Goes to the Movies and the Jarrett Goes to the Movies fan page. Both are fun. Subscribe. On YouTube and Twitch, Jarrett Goes to the Movies. We ask that you subscribe and turn on notifications for best performance. Instagram and Twitter at Jarrett Movies. Patreon, that's where you can join the winning team. Support the little podcast that could. Patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Email us, JarrettGoesToTheMovies@gmail.com. You can text us or you can leave us a voicemail. Either way, the number's the same. It's 714-451-6029. That's 714-451-6029. Don't forget to tune in this Friday night as we discuss She's All That. Jarrett, back to you.
Keith, man, your third appearance, I think your best appearance so far.
Thank you.
Yeah, and where can people find you on social media?
LinkedIn.
Oh, you're off social media?
That drummer guy on Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why are you asking us?
I don't know.
Do you even give a shit?
I don't really. No.
Yeah, you're an IT guy now, right?
Yeah.
That's what Eric does
Got
too.
a day job.
Nope.
Yeah, that drummer
don't
guy.
make me- he's still-
That's it.
I'm going to tell you next time we're just hanging out, not doing that. I'm going to tell you exactly what I do
I
for
know
work.
what you do.
And then
See?
a month later, I'm going to ask you to tell me what I do for work, and we're just going to see.
Why don't you tell me what I fucking do for work, Eric? How about that shit?
First of all, I don't say you work in IT all the time.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I am IT. How about that?
Hey, do you not work in IT?
Because I'm it. You fuck.
Yeah.
I
So
love you
that
so much.
so that drummer guy on Instagram.
Okay, so great.
That's it.
Hey, thanks for sharing. Shit, hold on, I can't get my glasses right. Rochelle Kent, David Kendrick.
Okay.
This is a really good one.
Wow.
I'll be there for you.
This has been
Oh, that one got
amazing.
Sean all wheezy. That's the best.
This has been amazing. I'm so glad I came here.
You haven't been since we started the
Hey,
bit where we-
if this seat's open, can I always sit in this one? Because there's another microphone.
back. Come back anytime.
Anytime. Oh, but don't break our shit.
Well, I didn't mean to.
Oh,
It fell off.
Oh, no.
Now his P's and S's are going to be...
You're always welcome. Chris Pulse, John Marsh, David Biller, Scott Jackson, Derek Sanderson, Jim Tolley, Barry Ferguson, Greg Stevens,
Say it.
Wicked Fott.
Okay, that's good.
Dude, so this dude comes up to me today. I was at the car lot and I was getting an oil change and all that shit. And he goes, so tell me about the tattoos on your arms.
And the story's under him.
And I go, oh, he just quoted my country record.
Oh.
Which, by the way, you may be hearing from him later. Anyway, I go, well, this one's toys. And he goes, I just collected baseball cards.
Cads?
My mom, you know the old story. Threw all my baseball cards away. Clean her up. She had 5 kids. Clean up after. And so I go, Casey, well, my mom threw away my coin collection that I never fucking had.
Didn't know about.
And keeps sending me replacements. Joey Bishop, Celeste, Mary Meadows, Zodiac Zach, thank you for sharing. What a great episode. Keith, thanks for being here. For Eric, it's me, Jarrett, and Amy, and Sean, and Casey. We'll see you down the road.
What a dismount that was.